Okay. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. It is me again. Why does that didn't know I have had it on a different thing there. Also, 1 second, I'll just adjust this because for some reason the volume sensitivity is weirdly low. Alright, sorry for the flickering images there for a second. Well, looking at stream wasn't too bad. But welcome back. Think again, like before, just gonna get right on into it. Already have a little bit of a plan in my head about how we're gonna do this. Because our next objective is Sword of Night and Flame. Another weapon that I don't have to kill a boss to get. Excuse me, sorry, but what it does have is stat requirements. Thankfully, the strength and dex requirements I'll just be able to get by having Radagon's Sorcium. As for the intelligence and faith, what I plan to do is, in my usual running around and getting of levels, I'm just going to bump a couple points into those and then get, for the time being, the intelligence and faith tiers. Because those give it plus 10 boost, and we're starting at 10, so I really just need 8 levels in both of them. Not 8 levels in both, but 8 levels for the two of them. That was just a little bit complicated. Also, I'm probably going to try to find just things to talk about while I'm doing these runs now, just because it's gonna be repetitive. It already kind of is repetitive, since the only thing different is the early gathering of shit. So really, I'm just going to try to find stuff to talk about, to sort of entertain myself. Feel free, if you're watching, to ask questions or anything of that nature, to give me things to talk about while I just sort of get down to business. I am trying to talk more naturally in this. All sort of on instinct, I end up putting on an accent or a character. It could just partly be my own sort of, what's the word? It could just be my own kind of accent that's just kind of getting pushed into overdrive. But it is also more than likely mental illness making me just do accents to try and make myself seem more interesting. And I just kind of default to that sort of subtly British accent, which I find a little bit weird. Why I've chosen to go for that, but it's just because it's that sort of easy. This is sort of one of the easiest ones I know how to do. I like doing accents, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I'd like to do accents as sort of a portrayal of myself. Because I want to do this sort of as well, not entirely as myself, because who wouldn't want to look cool as fuck with this sort of PNG and hopefully eventually VTuber avatar. It's not entirely myself, but I want it to, at least personality-wise, be me still. I don't want to fake an accent or mannerisms or anything like that. I just want to do this as myself and hope that people enjoy that. I don't want to sort of play up a facade or a lie. Because I see other VTubers and other creators in my space that do that kind of go through that kind of went through that sort of journey of starting out like, I'm going to be this sort of character, this entertaining person, and do things, and be funny, and force it. But I just kind of want to stop myself from doing that early. Because those creators as well eventually sort of stop themselves, sort of learn to break that habit. They broke out of playing up a caricature and are more honest with themselves and their audience. And I kind of want to try to, well, I've already done plenty of streams, already made enough, I already spent enough time doing an accent and kind of lying about myself, so I kind of want to work away from that, slowly but surely. Don't want that sort of just be me for forever. If I'm gonna break a habit, I might as well break it early. So that's why I'm just sort of starting off with this. Because before I usually sort of went into this kind of voice, played up this sort of character that sound haughty and, well, sounded sort of haughty, but also sort of just kind of, it really just sounded fake. I'm not surprised that I haven't really been gaining sort of followers or anything like that if they popped in and heard me talking like that. It's best really that I'm starting to sort of work away from that. Best that I work away from that now, and then I'll fix the bad habit and then continue on from there. I'm not freeing you. I haven't in so many playthroughs. It's been so long since I've freed that Bach, that's his name, I forgot his name. Yeah, I'm just really, like I was saying, just trying to work off that. Not exactly, I wouldn't call it a bad habit. It's just a sort of habit that people do early on. Is that they try to play a character. Try to act as someone that they're not. Or partly what they are, but just trying to maximize how entertaining they are. But I feel like a lot of the times, at least over the course of a career in content creation, people appreciate someone being more genuine to themselves than being a joke, or being a character, or playing something up like that. I feel like people just appreciate a more genuine, quote-unquote, performance or interaction. I'm sure that might not be the smartest idea for someone starting out, since typically those characters do kind of work. I mean, just look at Speedy. He hasn't stopped being a character. And it's worked out for him. But I don't really want to do that. I don't want to be some sort of... I'm trying to be sort of more of the... I'm trying to be more in the genre of just... I guess sort of strange or enticing visuals with just a genuine personality or persona. I don't know which one to use, but just something, but with something genuine underneath is sort of what I'm trying to get at there. Which is kind of what the realm of VTubers and PNG YouTubers is they bring you in with striking, strange, or in most cases, anime visuals, but because we all know that people love anime. But then when you sort of listen and watch them, they're just fairly normal people. People that have issues and other such things that many people just have. And they just sort of, and they don't play it up. They don't like make it their whole thing. Like I can definitely respect, definitely Iron Mouse is one of the people I respect the most in this sort of VTubing space because, yes, she has health problems, but she doesn't make that her whole sort of thing. If she does talk about it, it's when it comes up naturally in discussion. And also, she doesn't shy away from being like her own sort of individual self. Like her nationality is different than I would assume a lot of VTubers, and she's still sort of like doing that. She's not shying away from it. She's not hiding it. She's embracing it, and it just adds to that genuine and sincere sort of portrayal of someone. Which is why she's one of the VTubers I respect the most. Granted, I don't watch too much. I don't really have time or mental energy to stick around streams as much as I used to. But from what I've seen, the clips I see that pop up on TikTok or in YouTube compilations or stuff like that, it's the same as it was when I watched, so I still hold that kind of respect for Iron Mouse. And I'm sure that other VTubers as well, they do similar things. I just haven't really watched them that much. And with other VTubers like actually Japanese VTubers, which is sort of like where this whole thing kind of started for obvious reasons. That doesn't really stick with me as much because they're Japanese and they have the anime visuals, so it just kind of, it is still genuine, but it also just kind of fits more. And also just, I don't speak Japanese, so it's harder for it to sort of appeal to me. Like I still laugh at clips of creators like Korone and like Marine and that's whole sort of genre of them in this sort of Japanese VTubers, in the Japanese VTuber scene. I still appreciate it and what I can see that I understand, like getting jump scared or sort of physical comedy whenever they get to their motion capturing rigs or whatever. But the language barrier does prevent me from sort of seeking out that kind of content. But I do still have that sort of respect, and I can definitely understand the sort of appeal of having those striking visuals that bring people in, because like most people, I doubt a lot of us that want to try to stream want to be like the 100,000th person. That's hard to say. 100,000th person that people see on Twitch of just like either trying to just look conventionally attractive or something else samey and basic. Because that's sort of what people need to do to start out, is have some sort of visual, some sort of thing to bring them in. And they need something to bring people in, and for a lot of And a lot of the time that is the visual to start off with, at least. So for YouTubers, it presents a different avenue of doing that, while also not feeling samey. Granted, you do have to be a little bit careful to not sort of mimic a design, or to sort of copy someone else's style of like outfit or sort of that sort of thing. But it's a lot easier to be unique through art and sort of pictures and other things like that. It's a lot easier to be unique that way. And everybody has a unique personality. It's just, it takes time for people to get into your stream and watch it to see that. But if people aren't seeing like something that wants to pull them in right away, then why would they go and watch it? And why would they sort of stick around if that's going to be sort of what they see, like some person that looks similarly or acts similarly to every single other streamer that's trying to make it? What would be the point in really sort of watching that? And I totally get that. Which is why I feel like VTubing is very important and is a very unique and effective way of handling this sort of thing. Which is why I want to sort of step into that field. Obviously, I'm gonna need some time. It's gonna take a little while to get an audience. Well, more than a little while, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. But that's sort of why I want to do that, is because it's that sort of unique field that I respect and enjoy and want to sort of grow into. And VTubing really isn't like a genre of streaming, it's just a way that people present themselves in stream. You know, it's like playing a video game isn't like, VTubing isn't like just chatting or playing a game or playing like a card game or tabletop game. VTubing is just something that can assist in enhancing those things. It can play a part of that. It's less of a completely different genre and more of a... trying to figure out how to describe this. I'm not planning out these conversations in words. I'm just thinking and saying. Honestly, probably more saying than thinking. But again, like, this is... words are not coming to me. Like I said, it's more of an enhancement on currently existing genres than a completely different and separate genre in and of itself. Like, you still need to have a unique spin and a unique sort of appearance or vibe, but for the most part, it's really just... it's the same as regular sort of IRL streaming or faceless streaming, which I feel like faceless streaming has lost a lot of momentum. Faceless streaming is something I feel like you can only really do once you've got an audience. Because sometimes you just kind of don't want to show your face, but you still want to stream. And that's kind of a lot of the main reason why I'm streaming like this is because, like, I don't want to show my face, but I do want to stream, but I don't want to be a faceless streamer. I want to still show off my own sort of identity and creativity, which is why I drew up the PNG. The reason why I didn't make it an actual VTuber avatar is because I'm not good at that part. I'm not good at the rigging and all that, or creating the multitude of layers that need to sort of like mesh and mingle between each other that can then be sort of animated and manipulated. I'm not good at that sort of animation type thing. I did try for the 3D models, but those are really best left to sort of be commissioned, similar to like an actual VTuber avatar. For at least for me, it's best that I wait until I have the money to commission those, because unless I like spend money on like an expensive sort of 3D model thing that I can throw into a motion tracker, camera, whatever app, what I was able to do before, it didn't look good. I'll be perfectly honest, it really did not look good, what I was able to do. Not entirely proud of those days. Especially because in those days I was playing up a character. I was, like what I was saying earlier, I was a whole character. I was so far removed from being myself. And really, for a lot of the stuff I did back then, I hated what I did. It was just so fake. Truth be told, I don't like listening to myself, which I feel like is similar to a lot of people sort of in this space. But, well, this is just part of the reason why I don't edit and sort of like upload to YouTube or anything like that. Yeah, I really don't like sort of what I was able to do, what I was doing back then. Like, at this point, years ago now. At least a couple. It was really just kind of, I don't want to say sad, because I was trying. I was doing the best I could, but I wasn't really like learning. I was just kind of being a little stubborn. And also, again, like, I was being incredibly fake and disingenuous. I was just trying to be entertaining, trying to be sort of cool and chill and just something and interesting. So I was just being myself. Which, to be fair, I didn't really know who I was at the time. To be fair, I still kind of don't, but at least I know that I want to be genuine to whoever I am. And it'll eventually come it'll eventually come sort of like naturally, I feel. So like, I'll get there, but at least I know that I need to get there, instead of trying to force something different. Honestly, I didn't think that would be able to damage me like that. Anyways, yeah, really, I don't really know what else I can sort of say on that topic. Like, I've said pretty much all I can say is just, yeah, I'm just trying to be, better, trying to be more genuine, and just enjoy myself more, really. For this sort of starting period of not knowing what I'm doing and just kind of winging it, like, I'm not gonna be hard scheduling anything. I'm not gonna be like planning things out or scheduling for that. For that, I will need like help. I'm not good at planning terribly far ahead, at least not for things that I don't feel are that important. Like, what am I going to play or do for the stream? It just seems simple as just, if people want to watch me, then they're going to watch me. So I don't feel like there's a need to stress over scheduling something, at least not yet. Because for the time being right now, this is kind of like a part-time job. I'm not making money off of it yet. I hope to. For the time being, it is sort of like a part-time thing. Like, I am doing other stuff at the moment. So I can't put 110% into this. For now, at least. I hope to eventually. And for when summer comes around and I'm out of work, because right now I'm working on the work I'm doing right now is, I guess, technically seasonal. But when summer comes around, I am going to put definitely more into this. Like, I'm going to be streaming for longer and trying to sort of figure out ways to, I guess, enhance this as well. Like, I'm gonna have more time to do, like, to try and do commissions, or try and at least do art to create demand for commissions. I still need to actually get a commission reference sheet up, which will likely happen sometime once my job sort of falls out and the summer comes around. Like I said, for now, I quite literally can't put everything I have into this, just because of the job I have and the amount of energy that the job and this takes up, as well as other things like trying to just really get better, healthy habits, instead of just kind of being a bit of a slob. Not wanting to diss myself too hard, but I could do a lot better. And I'm trying to. But again, it's just that sort of... My fellow neurospicy people will understand not having enough spoons in the day. To sort of do everything that you want to do. But I'm working on my spoons. I'm working on, like, washing them, getting them nice and prepped whenever I finish using them. I am trying. Where is this fucking intelligence tier? Said it should be like up in here. There it is. Okay. Ow. Rude. And then we teleport up to EG, picks up my physic flasks and all that. I'm also gonna use these and see if I can get 8 levels. Because the sword is right there. Oh, I forgot about Melina. Well, I can at least stop and sell the runes back there.
It seems torrent, whereas I mean there is, but I can take gathering.
Yes, take me there.
Let
Better to do it now than later. And it gives me a convenient place to sell off all these spare runes I picked up. No, you.
You're new no matter how you.
I've got shit to sell. Also, don't really need that anymore. Okay, I feel like this should definitely be enough for a few levels as well as upgrading the sword when I actually get it. I got that. I gotta do that just for now. I mean, I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of vigor just to survive some hits. Pardon me. Hopefully this will be enough to buy an upgrade.
I presume. Oh, I am an old coto here, perhaps.
Okay, maybe not. I'll buy that and then I'll get the sword, then go to... Oh, forgot about that. I'll get the sword, then I'll go to Fort Ferroth and Caelid to get the sword seal as well as that like level 12 golden rune to buy an upgrade the last little bit. Here's where my practice of just sprinting through everything comes into handy. For I do not care about anything in this place, except the sword. Just run right through everything. Yet another location in the randomizer playthroughs that I've done that has proven to be absolutely awful. It's because of the sheer amount of hands. These large, and sometimes not so large spaces just full of enemies that usually are very easy to deal with enemies, always prove to be the absolute worst when it comes to randomizers. Because a lot of the time, a simple little batch of enemies like this turns into something a lot more deadly. Ow. That was a crossbow. Goodbye. I have my objective now, at least. And it's not a 1,000-pound sword that'll weigh me down. Yes, I know I can't use it properly right now. But I don't need to. At least not yet, but... First few levels, aside from just getting vigor and endurance like usual, because I'm probably going to kill Bernal again for his armor. That's probably going to be a trend for a lot for these runs. Is getting Bernal's armor. Because it's good armor and you can get it so early. Damn, you still got to hit it on me. Aside from like the typical vigor and endurance, I might also upgrade mind so that I can use this weapon's like arts, use the Ash of War, whatever you want to call it. So you can actually use it more than maybe like a couple times. Yeah, don't mind me just stealing some of your shit. And maybe sell later if I have to. I might not. I might end up like the last run with the crafted greatsword and just not have to sell off my shit again. Haven't yet. Haven't needed to sell off random bits and bobs other than runes, but that I just kind of chose to do. But anyways, have to hop across the rooftops of Celia again for the third and not final time. And open the gate and move on with my life. Huh. That scarab head that I'm never going to use. Because it actively lowers defenses. I get that they give a weird sort of like buff to certain things, but unless it's the gold scarab that increases rune gain, pretty sure is the right one, I'm not ever going to use them. I'm flying off the ledge. Hey, it actually did die. Fly off the ledge. You ignore me. I don't need your trouble. Just taking something and leaving. Just kind of all I really do in Caelid for these runs. Just until I get to the Dark Moon Greatsword, which, if I check quickly, is that the next one? No, I have on the list. The next is the Ruins Greatsword, which actually is something in Caelid. So I will eat my words. I'll go ahead and eat my words now and move on back to my task. The Ruins Greatsword, that's just going to be annoying just because the boss itself behind it is annoying. But it is only the one boss, similar to Crafted Greatsword. It's very similar to Crafted Greatsword actually, just because of what boss it is. But this is going to be annoying. I'll probably seek to upgrade my weapon at least a little bit. Probably hop into at least a couple mines, then hop back out. Oh right, poison. Forgot about that. Forgot how not resistant I am. It's fine as long as I don't die. Oh, you guys actually appeared this time. That rarely happens. There we go. And jump it down. And we're good. I was about to say, where's the other one? Why is it not coming down? Alrighty. Put on this. Use this. Rest for one moment. Just to last dump. Mix this. Then go all the way back to EG. Buy that last Somber Stone, upgrade as much as I can, and then we go to market. Oh, I'm sorry, take a second to stretch.
Well, then I presume.
Honestly, that's surprisingly cheap to upgrade. It's, like, shockingly affordable. The crafted greatsword, it was costing like 1,000 before I'd even gotten it upgraded once. You know, this is just 280 to start with. I would hazard to guess, I would hazard to say that this is probably the least expensive somber weapon to upgrade. Wonder if they did that because they knew we'd have to invest in 2 different stats heavily to actually get it to do damage. Just as sort of one little act of kindness. I think my game crashed. Because the sound cut out completely. Yeah, this is a crash. Oh boy, I have no idea what just happened. Okay, there. Now it's died. Okay, well, I'll try to start it back up again. Give it another go. Fill that big vacuous hole that's just kind of in the stream now. But you get to have a look at the fun little background that I made. Yeah, the background of my stream is actually pictures that I have taken myself of, like, sort of the sky and that sort of thing. I do like to take pictures of the sky. It's honestly one of the things that I feel is one of the most beautiful things in the world, and I absolutely enjoy taking pictures and looking up at it. It's also the background of sort of my profile picture and my profile banner on on multiple different sort of on the different social media that I have, which is not many. It's like Twitter and TikTok. Twitter, TikTok, and I guess YouTube, but I haven't really uploaded there in a little while. I should probably start uploading my VODs again. Give that sort of another touch-up. Okay, well, it didn't set us too far back. Just need to get back up to the hill again. I've still got all of my shit. In we go. And hopefully this time the game doesn't absolutely bork for some reason. Genuinely, I have no idea why it just died at market. Oh, so far so good. That was kind of the wrong one, but it still hit, so I'll take it. Okay, so it looks like I can get 3 casts out. Yes, 3 casts per sort of. 3 casts per bar of mine that I have right now. Which is actually... God damn it, phone. Again. 1 second. Just see if that's important or not. No, it's not. As far as I know. God damn it. Pretty sure I mentioned this before. For some reason, every single time I stream is when people decide to call. So goddamn annoying. Actually, you know what?
You there? Come over here, would you?
Actually, maybe not. I was debating if I should go and sort of get Godric's sort of great room sort of done whenever I get over to and kill him. But I'm not going to be going around collecting rune arcs or buying them from the round table hold. I really just want to get through this game. Like the other ones, I'm just trying to speed through this as quickly as possible. See how many of these playthroughs I can actually complete. And so far, my records are 2 streams. Which isn't bad, but it definitely means I'm not getting them done. Not getting all of them done before Shadow of. But again, like I said before, I'm not entirely messed up about that. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not a challenge runner who knows where everything is and can get there in 10 minutes or less. I'm just giving myself this slight little challenge, not really expecting much out of it at all. And just really it is just practice. It also does help me start to learn some other things about the game, like where some other things are that may not have considered before, like the various crystal tiers around the map. Which I will need to find. I will need to look up the strength tier, because the Ruin's Greatsword is a little unforgiving in the strength department. Even more so than the Grafted or Devourers. Plus it also has the intelligence requirement as well, so I'll probably get the intelligence tier along with that. Honestly, for that playthrough I might just never take the intelligence tier off, because really I doubt I'll need the magic damage for like 90% of interactions in the game, but for bosses, which I would be using the Physic Flask for, that's what I would... Oh, fuck's sake. For bosses, that's likely what I would be taking the Physic Flask. I take the Physic Flask for every boss, so I would only really be using it for that. So just having the intelligence tier there like that would be helpful. But before I get to Godric, that little smack on the back I took reminded me that I needed to go kill Bernal for his armor. Nothing personal, my friend, but your armor is just really good and really easy to get. Oh, whoops. Gotta actually take the physics class. There we go. What? Oh, so the... So one of... So the fire costs more than the beam. The difference between having a very heavy weapon and not. This thing only weighs 4 pounds compared to the grafted greatsword's 20. Give or take. Yeah, the difference that makes, I'm almost in the full set of gear already. Alright, well, time to use mostly the laser beam, because Mr. Man here is probably more resistant to the fire than this. Oh wow, that is not great range. Ow. A little too close there. Yeah, that's close enough. Ooh, riposte. A visceral, or whatever you want to call it. Can't get into your second phase already. Reduced damage wasn't too good, but it was good enough. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gondrick, but you just got fucking humiliated. can't believe that happened.
Turn together.
I didn't. I used the laser accidentally, and the poke of it thrusting forward knocked him down. Oh, that is. Oh, that is hilarious. I love that. Oh, I absolutely love that. Oh, that is. I did not even mean for that. As I said, I'm not a challenge runner or speed runner. I don't count poise or know what poise damage, how it works properly, but that was hilarious. Let's bump up mind, bump up that. What's the scaling so far? Yeah. I don't need to throw anything on. Don't really need to throw any. I'm not going to throw any points into strength or dex. I've already got enough just from Radigan's Scar Seal. I do want to see how much damage I do without the tier. Without the Physic Flask. And then with Physic Flask. Much better. And just so much better. Hey, hey. And now fire for you because you are magic. It works out that way. Not gonna die to that move again. Easy. Simple as can be. I'm actually just going to use the teleporter at Last Sky Ruins because I feel like teleporting there and then teleporting to the Academy is faster than running over that bridge over there that I usually take. That does mean I will take the site of grace that's in front of the entrance, just so that I can teleport back there once I'm done in Ray Lucaria, and can head continuing towards Altus. At least until I get to the site of grace right before Draconic Tree Sentinel. Then I'm going to go to Volcano Manor and get all my upgrades and other shit. Right, I still need to head back to Caelid to get those upgrades. I forgot to pick that up when I was at Fort Faroth. My mistake, but no big deal. God damn it, again. I saw that the loading bar wasn't moving that much, so I was worried. Why are you being so finicky today? Like, why today of all days? I don't really get it. I'm going into that voice again. Completely by accident. It's like I said, after doing it for so long, for so many streams, it's just kind of on reflex now. Truly, I don't mean to. Just hope it works a little bit longer this time. Yes, I realize my play session ended quite abruptly last time. No shit. Oh, but it still... What? So it still teleported me, but it just didn't show me being teleported. That's strange. Honestly, it just kind of ended up being the longest loading screen I've ever had. Didn't actually set me back at all. Anyways, pick this up like I said I would, because I need to use that portal over there when I'm done. Don't know what kind of song that was in the tune of, but it was a song. Anyways, I think I was mentioning this before, but I'm going to keep the intelligence and faith tiers on. Just because I might as well, just to up my damage on this thing whenever I get into boss fights, because that's kind of what I was doing before, was using like the charge attack or whatever to sort of up damage. I might switch one of them out for the Opaline, I think that's what it is, tier, whenever I get into later game, just in case I need to be blocking a bit more damage. And I think I might swap out the Faith one if I do that, because I'm planning, once I'm finished with this, Renala and Ray Lucaria, I'm gonna, before I go to Volcano Manor, I'm gonna dip out and grab the Faith Talisman, just to bump up my thing a little bit, and fill a Talisman slot. I'll also stop by back in Limgrave to get the Stamina Recovery Talisman. Just to be filling these talisman slots. Right, and grab this, so that I can actually have that teleport point to get to Lucaria, not Lucaria Volcano Manor. I also still haven't leveled up or rested since killing Smag. I'm sure it will be fine, and that the Red Wolf will not murder me. I say that partially in fuck off. This is probably not going to hit him at this distance. Nope. I was kind of hoping he would just run up to me a lot faster than that. Hey, it hit. Damn it, you interrupted me. I kind of want to kill him with the laser beam just cause. Hey, I did it. I'm petty. Not really, I just kind of wanted to do it. Yes, let's start with let's start with going in on intelligence. Once I get that to 24, then I'll start bumping up my faith, as well as getting that fifth talisman. Honestly, once those are at 20, 24, 25-ish, I'll probably go 25, just get a nice round number. Once those are there, really, with the bonus they get from tiers, then... Oh, shit. Forgot the physic. I'll take a hit or two. You'll take a hit or 3. Fucker. Would you just die? What? I killed him midair and he was still able to get a hit off on me. Whatever. Anyway, let's hope this 30 minutes carries me through Renala. Because if not, the last few minutes are probably going to drag a little bit. Anyways. Skip the cutscene, don't waste time. And you're right over there. Where's Viola? Oh, you're all the way over there. I was looking in the complete wrong direction. You're here. That's gonna take a couple, just because the magic damage of my weapon is going to be pretty much non-existent for this fight. Where's the last one? There you are. Yes, there we go. Alright. Phase 1 so far hasn't run out yet. Let's see how long that lasts. Oh, and of course use the most time-consuming move. That's not gonna reach her. Oh, fuck off. Oh, the giant. Oh, fucking. Of course you teleport even more. Alright, well, my timer's run out. I see. Oh, and Bloodhound Knight. How's about you just get over here and let me kill you? Okay, damage is not awful. Stop running. Stop running, I said. How have you not been stance broken yet? How have you... Stop! That's the third time! And again, do this. Ah. Just stand still. This will be over in a second. Ah. Finally, there we go. That was almost death. But really, even if it was, I would have been able to do it a lot easier the second time around. Just because I would have had more time on my physic to do more damage. Use this in front of you and leave. Okay, what was I going? Right. Faith Talisman. But pick that up first before I go to Volcano Manor. And then after Volcano Manor, we go back to Round Table and pick up that second... Oh, is it just right over here? Oh, that's convenient. Conveniently close. Anyway, so pick this up, then we go back to Limgrave to pick up that Stamina Recovery Talisman, because that's always valuable no matter what kind of build you got going on. And then we can go to Volcano Manor. Probably go from this one, since it's up in that set of roads. I'll also stop by Stormhill Shack to pick up that stone sword key, because this is going to cost me one, and I'm pretty sure I haven't picked up any other ones since taking the 2 as my starting gift. No, I have. Okay, so I won't stop by Stormhill then. We're just going straight over to Volcano Manor after spending these runes. There we go, that boosts the faith. So now I'm at 19 for both. Convenient, so I just need 5 more on both of them to not technically need the tiers to use this. Which would be good, because I'd like to be able to use this against regular enemies in case of emergency without having to spend a physic. Even though I know that every single boss in this game has a set of grace before them, so it wouldn't really entirely matter. Yes, back here. No, I didn't want to place a marker, I wanted to teleport. Back here, talk to Encha, get the 3rd, put this on to Volcano Manor. Also spend these runes, I'm just going to spend them now. Level me up. I've got the 24 for the intelligence.
Holy. Fine. You have now to become the thing as much.
Thank you and goodbye. Never going to talk to you again. I didn't check. Can I wear this? No, I can't wear that yet. Alright, next is... my next objective is... endurance. My next leveling, after I get my faith up to the required amount, will be endurance. This is the wrong teleport. Schoolhouse. Forgot. schoolhouse classroom is the one closest to the windmill. Not windmill, but what would you call this sort of thing? Is it like, I mean, just based on the way it's sort of positioned, sort of the length of it, I would call it like tank treads or something similar. But I don't know if that would really count for something like this. I guess it could be elevator. That's certainly one of the weirdest ones. Because what other purpose does this serve being here? Other than being an elevator. But also, again, who's using it as an elevator? I have too many questions. Alright, come over here and kill me. Kill me and let's move on. Alright. Time to kill God's skin and pick up some somber stone. Put this right back on. Ouch. Singeing my toes. I need to take a potion there. And unfortunately, from the little bit of lava damage I took at the start, I wasn't able to heal up to full. Not too big a deal. And I'm not going to fight this Black Flame Monk this time because I'm not going to pop my physic on him. Because that would just kind of be a waste. Just gonna run right on past. So I don't feel like flexing on you today. Aside from just simply juking you out and breaking your ankles. Not happening. Okay. A nice stance break. Gotta love those. What's it gonna do? Nothing, apparently. Let's heal up here. And fully charged. Yes, that's kind of what I was hoping for there. Oh, that's bad. Okay, that's just that one. Blasty. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Let's go through and hit him. Yes. Or not. Apparently. Not gonna get stuck in that, fucker. You have to come to me. Ow. Fucking again? Ugh. I'll just run around like this. Fucking goddamn it. Lost track of him. I hate that move so much. So much. Fuck the Godskin Noble. Trying again. Also, just the lack of stance damage isn't entirely helping either. I'm able to get a couple off, but not enough, clearly. It's fine, I just need to be a bit more patient and hope that he doesn't decide to just not get caught this time on the pillars. Like a dick. Alright, come here, try your opening move again. Oh, it was a different opening move. Almost got me. Alright, big bastard. And hit. Drink, just because I don't want to have that damage. Big hit. Jump it. Get fucked. I got fucked over by the lag. Oh, god damn it. Ooh, that's good. Didn't get fucked over by the lag this time. You just go ahead and stay over there. Oh, he dodged out of the way that time. Yeah, just keep doing that move. I'll exploit it till the day I goddamn die. They're gonna start up that move right. Okay, well, for once I'm thankful for that move's glitchiness. It prevented him from fucking hitting me 3 times up against that wall. If it hadn't glitched out and stopped, then I would have been dead. Okay. I will freely admit that I got so lucky there. I should not have survived that fight. Genuinely should not have survived that fight. Like, by all rights, that move should have continued on for as long as it usually does, and then just hit me again while I was on the floor. But for some reason, he hit the wall and just stopped, so I will not complain and take it. He's already got enough bullshit, I can take some bullshit of my own. Anyways, running along, picking up these 2 somber stones, and moving on with my life. Skirt on past you. Not even gonna bother with you. Then we run over here. Up, down inside, pick this up. I'm pretty sure there is another Somber 6 somewhere lower, like before you get to Godskin Noble. I just don't know where it is. And honestly would rather not waste time sort of running around that village down there. And I could just do this. It just feels slightly easier to me for some reason, I don't know why, but whatever. Again, not speedrunner, don't have every single upgrade material location memorized. I forgot to go to Caleb, we will go there right after. Honestly, even with just 5,000, I think I should be able to upgrade this fully. Since it's so fucking cheap to upgrade this sword for some reason. So I do want to check one thing. Okay, yeah, I'm right. I still can't use it. Don't know why I thought I could, just because of, maybe just because the weapon didn't seem to have any sort of like special look to it. Well, it does have a special look to it, but for some reason it just looked more applicable for some of these things. Off I go. Good day to all of you, ugly bastards. And no, I'm not talking about that kind of category of ugly bastards. I will not elaborate. Moving on. Anyway, Kaled. Oh boy. That is very telling about the kind of person I don't actually read that sort of thing. I hate that. It's gross. But anyways. I'm almost glad to have low viewer count in this time. Not many people are gonna go back through my VODs and look that sort of stuff up. Oh yes, feel free to wake up from your nap. I'm just passing by. And we'll be gone in moments. Well, it's looking like with the time I'm making, it's going to be similar to every single other, well, not really every single other, there's only been 2 others, but the other 2 streams where we will just kind of get it and go. You know, I think I might do this exact same thing. For if and when I get to the Darkmoon Greatsword. Because the Darkmoon Greatsword is going to undoubtedly be the most difficult and slow one of these. Since I'm going to need to... Words. since I'm going to need to do an unorthodox path to get it. And like I said, I'm trying to kill as little bosses as possible before I have the weapon. Which in this case is, which in the Dark Moon Greatsword's case, Renala, Radahn, Estelle. Ooh, I actually have to sell some stuff. And now I'm good. Yeah, this thing is so cheap to upgrade. Yeah, it's Renala. Oh, no, Loretta. Yeah, Loretta would be first. But I think I'm going to do something similar to this and just get the Sword of Night and Flame and use that to go through those first few bosses. Loretta, Renala, Radahn. I'll pretty much do the exact same thing I'm doing now, except I won't go after Godric or Margit. I'll pretty much just be going straight to these places, while also picking up the Instant Faith, Tears, and Talisman. Well, maybe not Talisman. I'm not going to need that eventually. But yes, I'm gonna use the Sword of Night and Flame to get the Dark Moon Greatsword. It seems like my sort of best option that I can also get easily. Like, I'll pick up all the shit in Caelid first, so that I can actually give myself enough levels to use the Sword of Night and Flame with Physic, and then I'll just use the Physic to make it usable, rather than leveling up too much into Faith or anything else. And then I'll just use it to get the Dark Moon Greatsword by going through that small boss gauntlet. But in the meantime, I do seem to be on pace to be similar to my other runs. Obviously, it might be a little bit slower when I get the Dark Moon Greatsword for obvious reasons. But I think I should still be alright. I should still be able to do it in 2 streams, I think. As far as I can tell, I should be able to. Since I'm able to get through the second half. Since I'm able to get through the second half of this game fairly quickly. And with little to no difficulty as long as the bosses behave themselves. Looking at you, Fire Giant and Malekith. And I guess Gideon, but the others, they're annoying, but for the most part, they're fine. Well, actually, yeah, I would say Malekith is fine as well. It's Gideon, Fire Giant, and Godskins that are the real pains in my ass. Sure, Malekith was a bit difficult that one time, but that's honestly expected. Just need him to not spam his jumping moves so much and we'll be fine. Especially with Dark Moon Greatsword. The Dark Moon Greatsword will absolutely blaze through the rest of the game. Truly, it will just be devastational. Because aside from... Actually, not even Gideon, because the spell he casts at the start lowers his own magic resistance, as well as mine. Yet no bosses are like heavily resistant to magic damage in the late game. It's all holy and maybe a touch of fire for a couple of them. So really, Dark Moon Greatsword should have, out of all the weapons I'm doing, Dark Moon Greatsword as well as Ruin's Greatsword should probably have the easiest time. Since those are both magic damage and physical, but magic mostly. I'm more focusing on the dark moon because it also has the frostbite. It's not just straight magic damage. It also has the frostbite effect, which will be so good. My own personal little bleed. Really not, but it is a bit strange that I'm pretty sure none of the legendary weapons have bleed procs. Yeah, why not? Aha, get poised. Ouch. Stop with stupid daggers. What was that? I have never seen that. How did that not hit him? He literally delayed his... That was ridiculous. He literally delayed his attack so much he didn't even do it. I've genuinely never seen that attack before. Well, I've seen it. I've just never seen him just not do it. I didn't know bosses could fake us out. I've been thrown off my rhythm so much by that. That is ridiculous. That is hilariously insane. I've genuinely never seen him just cancel an attack like that. Anyways, I've got those up to a point where I don't need those, so. Excuse me, run. Got kind of hiccup burps. Hey, I've got all the endurance I'll ever need. So now just bump up vigor, mind. I also want to upgrade mind. I'll get that to maybe like 20. 20 should be good for mind for this run. Then after that, just back into that intelligence and faith. Again, surprised that it's only C scaling, but I mean, I guess with the triple damage values, it kind of makes sense to only go up to C, since you're getting about 100 in either one. Meaning there's literally no enemy in this game that is resistant to everything you do. As far as I know. To my knowledge, there's no enemy that's resistant to all of those types. Is it still those two knots? Yes. I should go and kill the fucking whatever it is. Oh god damn it. I thought you were going to do your whole like rearing up spiel. That's safe. And hop up. Go up. And come up. And you go wrong. I gotta do that. Yep. I kind of knocked him out of it. I like this side. It's a lot easier to dodge. And if I fail, I don't die instantly. please. Oh, it knocked him out of it. Nice. I'll take that. I will take that. I like that my laser beam knocked him out of a couple of his animations. Made sure he took the full brunt. It made sure he took the full brunt of the damage, as well as left me relatively safe. Okay, for a second. For some reason, I thought I saw that extra bonus like next to the 129. It was 0. But I guess I was reading wrong. Maybe it was +0 because I had the exact number for the requirement. Grab this just in case. Never know. Maybe the Urge Avatar will bug me the fuck out and murder me. Oh, that's right, so after I kill this one and get the Avenue Balcony Grace, go back to kill the other Avatar as well. To swap out the Faith. Swap out the Faith tier. Wanted to grab. I forgot that there was the other one on the roof there as well, but whatever. Okay. See how much this does. A shit ton. And we're done. Goodbye. Nothing goes wrong. Might as well top off. And then all the way down to here. Back to Fort Pharos. Go kill this thing. And then I think I might end off with killing Goldfree. Just because it is getting, or cutting a little bit close with this halfway point. And Faith. Boost that up. Boost that up. Let's say to about there. And get a couple more points in the mind. I want to level up Faith first because I'm going to be taking off the Faith tier to use for this Opaline thing. I'm not going to use the stance break. I'm going to keep my intelligence tier on because stance breaks are not going to be what wins me these. Stance breaks are not going to win me fights because this is a straight sword. It has very low stance damage just already. There's no point in trying to artificially inflate that. Ouch. That almost one-shot me. At least my damage is still good as hell. And this should... oh, never mind. Not that I did not have the resources. And we'll finish him off with this. Never mind, that was way too slow. And that missed. And somehow that reaches me that far away. Okay, we're not gonna be flashy about it then. Just kill it. Just kill it normally and move on before I fuck up catastrophically and die. Yes, it's opening archer. I had it correct. Back to here, yes, I'll get the Melina cutscene out of the way, just so that I can switch around my physic and toss on some levels.
For bringing here, and thus I shall farewell. I shall leave. I wish you luck. I have no.
I don't think it's you that's in the DLC that tells us to go to Miquella's hand. I really don't. I don't know why, but I just don't think that's the case. I think it's gonna be somebody else. But again, I don't know where that somebody else will be. How cruel would it be if Miyazaki just said if for the DLC you had to start a new character and it didn't load into already existing games? That would be such a cruel, cruel thing. Because I can imagine the number of people that have, like, super leveled and prepared characters just ready and raring to go for the DLC. I can imagine there's people just waiting. Going back into that voice again. You just stop with this stupid fake accent. Might as well use this here, so even though I'm gonna be getting runes anyways from killing Godfrey. As long as this asshole leaves me alone. Okay, cool. He did kind of leave me alone. What I define as leaving me alone is not sending me flying off the edge of this route and killing me instantly. Costing me like a good few minutes of running around. Anyways, moving on. Up to Goldfree. I did not switch around my physics. Eat. That's some good damage. Ouch. Ah. I've got iframes now. Not iframes, but recovery frames. I'll kill you with a beam. Yes. Oh, right, his stance broke. That's unfortunate for you, my friend. Even if you'd survived that hit, you would have been dead. Because your stance was broken. And I can just use the other one up here. Yeah, still not too difficult, just Taking a few more hits than maybe I wanted to. I think once I get to 29. Once I get to 29 faith, then I'll go back into vigor, because these hits are brutal. If they're already almost one-shotting me, or two-shotting me like this, then I'm gonna need a little bit more. I need a little bit more protection, more padding. I'm gonna get up to that nice sweet 30 again. Physic. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm taking the damage. Physic. Don't forget it again, you dumbass. Almost got it. I almost forgot it again. But also it looks like we do still have time for more got. And we'll be at the same place we always are after the first stream of every weapon. I think the next one, if we're making good enough time. Oh Jesus. Well, that was a bad start. I think after the next stream, if I've made good time and I still have like an hour left. If I still have like an hour left after the next stream and doing that, I'll probably just start up the next weapon stream, start up the next weapon then. Just because I do kind of want to challenge myself to get all the weapons done. But I have no stamina here. I'm just gonna dive away from that bullshit. Oh, this might hurt. Yep, that hurt. But it's fine because I win here. Never mind. I had run out of blue. I did not think that would hit me. There we go. Had to dodge into it. Okay. Close call, but no cigar, Sir Morgott. Yes, with this, I'm at the same point I was before, so I believe I will cut it off here after leveling up. Teleporting down to the avenue balcony, all that same song and dance that I usually do at the end of these. I believe I will cut it off here, and then next stream I'll try to get through as quickly as possible, and if I'm ending it with like an hour to spare, I will start up the next weapon. I will start up the next weapon save file. And get that going. Because if I'm able to do that, I'll likely only really be able to get the preparation stuff out of the way, like getting the actually getting the weapon, as well as getting all the different things I need, like the strength tier, I guess I would want the intelligence tier as well, just to... How much intelligence does the Ruined Greatsword need? 16. I could... Oh, whoops. I clicked on the wrong tab there. 16. I think I'll probably get the intelligence tier, rather than put levels into intelligence, because I'm I'm pretty much just going to be going all in on strength until I'm able to wield it with the strength tier. For the 50 strength it takes, I'm going to need fucking, what is it? It's 1.5, so 30 would be 15, so I'll need maybe 35, 36 strength to use it two-handed. Somewhere in that area. 36 divided by 2 is 18. Which would be enough. 34 divided by 2 would be 17. 34 plus. So I need 34, I'm pretty sure. So I would need 24 strength before I even use the crystal tier. I'll be needing 14 levels of strength. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going straight all in onto strength for the Ruin's Greatsword. Also, I realize I'm not quitting it. I'm just going to get myself to... I'm just going to get myself up the... I'm just going to get myself up to the elevator. The rolled elevator, and then quit out then. Ow! Which one of you assholes has a crossbow? Jerk. Also, before I forget... Actually, I'm gonna swap out the stamina. Not stamina, faith talisman for you. Because the fire damage isn't what's gonna do. The faith scaling fire damage, I'm pretty sure isn't going to be what helps me for Fire Giant. Just a hunch. Anyways. Run across this little gauntlet. Head on over, sit on down at, run through this gauntlet, run past the Black Blade Kindred, BBK, and then take a seat at that grace. I was worried there, I thought it crashed, because there was no sound. I mean, you're free to follow me, though I don't think you can jump as well. That's what I thought. Heading further on up. Now, while I'm doing this little run up, can I mention how weird I find it that there's a Somber 8 and 9 in Caelid? I get that it's supposed to be like, you're not really supposed to be in Caelid too soon, but... 8 and 9? The first 8s we're getting is here, after we've killed Morgott. Is the game saying that we're supposed to kill Morgott before ever going to Caelid? Is that the message that it's trying to send? It just seems a little bit strange to me, but anyways. That is a good place for it to end, so thank you for joining me, whoever was here. And I will be seeing you tomorrow to go kill the rest of these guys and see if we're able to start on the Ruin's Greatsword by then. Thank you and have a wonderful day.